What's good, guys? Prince Sports here, giving you that raw, uncut sports stimulus package. Now, yo, check this out, man. Yesterday, I went to the park, talked to some of the guys that I used to kick it with. Every Sunday we used to get together, play basketball now and then, crack a couple of jokes, just talk about life. And when I was there, on the block, they were talking about Dell Curry and his wife, right? And it was talking about how people are flipping on Dell Curry. And I was like, yo, he got every right to do what he did. Okay? He kicked a woman out of his house that he worked for. He was the one playing NBA basketball, working for years to buy that house, not her. Okay? All she did was just open up a pie box. All right? Who was she before she met Dell Curry? Who was a lot of these NBA women before they met these NBA players? I always say something about this, man. When you get NBA players, gangsters, or rap artists, you marry these guys, you have to be able to accept the consequences of their lifestyle. Okay? It just comes with the territory. It's like you marrying an adult film star. You don't see that there's going to be complications between that, and whenever a relationship, this is what I tell for a lot of these young NBA players. He had like Zion Williamson almost about to get trapped. You saw PJ Washington, a girl on Instagram dot, sitting there promoting young women to use and manipulate NBA men, for a big payday, because she say NBA players are dumb, and you guys got to think a little more smarter. But you're going to criticize and call out Dell Curry for being an alpha? He's a dying breed. Okay? How many guys out there will still do that and still be an alpha? You got guys like Scottie Pippen. His wife was clowning around on him, and he accepted her in the house. He was the one that leave. And you the one that bought the house, brother. That's your house. You the one that helped played basketball for the Chicago Bulls, helped them win 6 championships. Not your wife. She wasn't out there making millions of dollars. You were. All she was, just another jump off, okay, that you just married. And it's just a lot of these NBA players, you guys think these women marrying you is because they like you. A lot of them marry you because you have the means to satisfy what they want. And those means are usually financial. You could offer them a lifestyle that they can't probably get on their own. So what happens when you get old? Or what happens when the NBA player gets old? Here's what happens. He gets old, he starts collecting that NBA retirement money, and he cuts her off. She no longer could live the luxury lifestyle that she's used to living. She has to go out there and get it on her own a little bit. And that's where the problem comes. That's where the cheating comes, because she look at it like, hey, I still get some of it. I may be a old MILF, but I still get some of it. Okay, so what does she do next? She says, he's not supporting me no more, so I'm gonna have to go and find a new guy. And when she does that, she put herself out there on the market, right? But what she doesn't realize, her pie box is old. It got cobwebs around it. Nobody wants her anymore. So, sure, you could find a young guy that's just going to spat you, right? But he ain't going to make a commitment to you because you old and dusty. And he could get a young woman in their prime. He going to find an Instagram girl. This is what happens to Scottie Pippen's wife. This is what happened now. Dell Curry's wife. These women who wouldn't be even known if it wasn't for the basketball player. Okay, your main reason why you're known is because you married a basketball player. It's like hitting the jackpot for you. So this is a different situation. So when we criticize certain women, we criticizing those dots, those jump offs, those gold diggers. All right, and a lot of them are NBA wives. Quite frankly, not all of them, but a lot of them are NBA wives or celebrity wives of guys that's rap artists or even gangsters and stuff like that, that's living that life. But you can't get mad at the life that you chose. You should know what you was getting into before you got into it. It's as simple as that. And Take this into note. All right. If you're an independent woman, you was already put on before you met an NBA player, that's a complete different story. But a lot of these women don't have a pot to piss in when they meet these NBA players, and they just use them as a meal ticket, you know? So Dell Curry was right to do what he did, you know? There's nothing wrong with being an alpha, especially in today's society where they try to ghost you and try to make you become all feminine and fungazi, you know? Walking and talking like a girl, acting like that's acceptable for a man. Because guess what? When shit hits the fan and your woman needs some help, or she being harassed by another guy that's probably trying to put his hands on her or grab her little body part, who's the first person she gonna call to for help? Yeah, you know, you guessed it, her husband, right? He gonna have to be the security guard, the man of the house. And when that happens, or if that don't happen, let's just say the guy chicken out, you know, or he goes beta mode. The first thing she's gonna look at is like, I married a coward. I married a wimp. So I don't want to hear that nonsense that, oh, you know, this is 2021. A man don't have to be a man. Yes, a man does have to be a man, you know? Like Beanie Single said, it's a man's world, nigga. Sit down, you girl niggas. Yeah. You know? So we suspect you to be a G and hold down your own shit. That's what you're supposed to. Especially if you the one that put in the money, you bringing in the bacon. All right? You the one that is responsible for all the shine. If it wasn't for Dell Curry, there would be no Steph Curry. The greatest three-point shooter in NBA history would not exist if it wasn't for Dell Curry. He the one that spent them long nights making sure you play basketball, right? He's the one that spent those long nights teaching his son how to shoot a basketball. Hey son, you could be just like me. You think the mother of the family was sitting there telling Steph Curry to be an NBA player? I think not. You know, what would Aisha Curry be without Steph Curry? You're piggybanking off his name, because if you was by yourself, nobody would know who you are. As simple as that. You know? Just think about that real quick, man. Who are these women or these people if they don't marry a certain NBA player? You're not Beyonce. You know, Beyonce is independent. She established on her own. That's different. She a boss. There's some women that are a boss. But some of you Instagram dots, some of you jump offs that just want to cling your claws onto somebody, that bust their ass off to get to where they at. If you get tossed around like a rag doll, that's on you. Prince Sports out. Peace.